So I think it's already rolling, so we should be good. But we'll just start off with the introduction. So tell a little bit about you, name, everything, year in high school you're going into, position you play, and then your goals for this upcoming season.
Okay, so my name is Everett Franks. I am going to be a junior at Catawba Ridge High School, and I play striker and winger sometimes. But my goals are more of because I know I'm not going professional. My goals are to at least start my whole club season this year, and I want to score at least 15 goals again. Just
Nice.
some pretty basic ones for me, but also just to see some improvement throughout the season in regards to my dribbling most, which I have seen
For
improvement
sure.
through the current training plan.
For sure. For sure. And then how long, like me, not just online, but since I met your dad a while ago, how long have you been working with me like, as a coach?
Probably 3 or 4 years. I think maybe three,
Yeah.
but yeah, it's been a while.
Yeah, for sure. All right, so a little bit more about like what we've been doing together before, like way back, and then throughout all this. What have you kind of struggled with before working with me? And then the things, if they have helped that I've done and helped you, what have you seen improvement in the way you train, the way you think mentally, the way you play in games?
Just so when we first met, I think the concept was shooting, and because I had a lot of trouble shooting before, and that's really improved. I've seen crazy improvement with shooting. More now it's dribbling, but yeah, I think I've seen some great improvement. And what was the other question, Ed?
Just about how like not only like the skills themselves, but the way you train, maybe like
Mm.
the structure and the drills you follow, and then any improvements you see in games and trainings as well.
Okay, so with your plan, I've seen so many more drills that I can do because sometimes I just go on YouTube, which is still a great source. But I go on YouTube and I just like look for drills. I'm like, dang, oh, these guys are doing the same thing. But you've given me some drills that I haven't seen before, which have really helped me improve. And my mindset has kind of changed to more of like I go to the field sometimes. I'm like, okay, I'm here. Do I just do like the same thing I do every time, or I just look at your videos and I'm like, okay, here's some things I can do to mix it up a little bit. And then I record it and I'm like, okay, he can see it, my progress.
Right, right.
I can look back at it. So forth.
Absolutely. Cool. Cool. Yeah, good. I appreciate that. Give me a moment. I know you mentioned one kind of recently, but where you kind of see things click, you see the work that you put in with me pay off.
Um, so when the season comes, I'll probably see a lot more. But I've been playing pickup with my friends, of course. We get together in a group at my local soccer park, and we play pickup, small sided, about a third of the field, two goals on either side, and
Yeah.
it's more of like a tight space. You got to play tight. And I've seen improvement with my passing and dribbling, more of in the tight space. So like whether I'm playing striker or on the wing, I can really receive the ball, light on my feet, and then look around me, see if I can dribble or just pass the ball real quick.
Right. Right. Yeah, absolutely. Good. And then as far as like a lot of what we work on is doing the drills that will actually help you in game. How do you think mentally you've maybe switched not only the drills, but also just because we've been doing consistent practice throughout all of this? How do you think that mental side of your game might have seen a difference so far?
Um, I think that sometimes it's kind of hard to visualize yourself in the game when you're doing the drill. Like, okay, like imagine there's a defender here and a defender here, and what am I gonna do with this in this situation?
Yeah.
But I think I did see that some things like drag backs or like rollovers, being light on my feet and being able to hit that ball quickly. I think that helps more in the sense, but I think as the season comes or as I'm practicing more with my team, I'll see more
For
game
sure.
like situations of that.
For sure. Absolutely. Yeah. And then, yeah, speak more on that. So give me more, you said some of it throughout all of it, but specifically because I like seeing like real like specific improvement. Which skills you mentioned a little bit of dribbling, shooting, like give me more specific situations that you really see those pay off, and how that's changed and how you think that I've been able to help you do that.
Okay, so here's a pretty good one. Um, Usually, I'll give you an example. Last soccer season, I scored a lot of my goals from inside the box, from like the penalty. It's just like tap-ins. I'm a striker, it's right there for me. But I think that the creative shooting drills and the placement drills, so mainly like the bottom corner drills, have really helped because another one of my personal goals this season is to try to score some goals from outside of the box.
There you go.
So I think that those placement drills have really helped, especially or like the 1v1 shooting drills with the cones,
Right.
breaking away from the defender and shooting. That's something I'm going to need to know. So,
Right. Good. That's awesome. Yeah, that makes me, I'm glad that helps. What, as far as if someone asked you like what it's like, this whole experience having me as a coach working with you, what would you say in a few sentences?
um, I'd say that it's a good place to come to have personal improvement. Nothing's going to be perfect. Nothing is ever perfect for even the biggest people. But I think that it's a great place for you to have some structure if you're wondering, like, what do I do or where do I start? I think that is a great place to come to. You have drills laid out for you, and you have a coach that will coach you when you need it. I mean, it's all up to you.
Right. Wise words. Wise words. And then more going off that more specifically, if a high school soccer player serious about playing in college and for soccer, reached out asking you for recommendations, would you recommend them to work with me, or what would you say about that?
Um, I'd recommend them to work with you based off you were a high school and college player, so you have the experience in that field, but also because most high schoolers do need structure,
Right.
and this offers structure.
Absolutely, man. Well, sweet. Well, sweet. I appreciate the words. Anything else you'd say about your journey or
No, I still have some work to do, so I got 2 years
absolutely.
left.
Absolutely. All right, cool, man. I appreciate it.